Thank you very much. Well, bass soloing is, or bass solo concerts are not very common at all. It's, I don't think we are more than 20 in the world. It's very scarce, that would be the word, scarce? Or not very frequent to listen to this. It's not very common. So it's something that it's nice to share, because we as an artist, or as artists that play this instrument, are quite aware that the audience probably hasn't heard too much of this. So it's that's the appealing part for us. It's like showing something new, and well, you see if you like it or not. So the following song, it's you know Miles Davis, of course. Do you know Blue and Green? Yeah. Somebody? Well, Blue and Green is one of the most famous pieces that Miles Davis wrote. But this is going to be different. This is going to be played with a Chilean rhythm, which is a rhythm called tonada or cueca. So you will recognize the melody, the ones who know the song, but with a different rhythm. Thank you very much. Well, we will make the opposite now. We will get a little bit groovy. There's a rhythm in Colombia, which is called Vallenato. I don't know if somebody here is not likely somebody's gonna. Who said? Who? Somebody from Colombia? No, I don't think so. Well, but it's a rhythm called Vallenato. It's very popular. There's famous people that has done it, even Shakira. But Carlos Vives is a famous singer in Colombia. Not as famous as Shakira, but very famous too. Many golden records, gold albums and stuff like that, platinum. And he has popularized that Vallenato. And but it's in the roots. It's a rhythm from the fields. So I did a mix of Vallenato and funk. So very creatively, the name of the song is Funkenato. Thank you. That's also the first album. Now, well, you know, in Latin America, we have a very strong Spanish heritage. Every Latin American rhythm, I would say every, either has the African root or the Spanish group or the mix. So, have you heard about bulería? Bulería is the very rhythm in the flamenco. That when you hear flamenco music from Spain, Paco de Lucia, have you heard about Paco de Lucia? Uh-huh. Okay, that's what he played, flamenco, and the bulería is one of the structures, the rhythmical structures that are the core of flamenco. So this is the rhythm of what I'm going to play here. This is a song I composed for a philosopher that I read a lot and I respect, one of the biggest philosophers of 20th century, in my opinion, which real name is Alisa, Sinovietna. So this song is, name is Alisa. I said gracias. Okay. Oh, de nada. Thank you. Okay. This was Alisa. The following song is, I composed it for a friend I lost. It's very conceptual. It's more atmospheric. If you're eating, maybe it will help. Even though it's a very sad thing. I mean, the story is to be quite neutral. I never bring politics on stage. That's my policy. Let's focus on the human aspect. He was a fan of my career, but he was also a businessman, a very rich businessman. He was Venezuelan, and he owned a very big building of an odontologist. He had a dental clinic and the concession of the gold gym. You know the gold gym, right? For all Venezuela. He was very wealthy. Well, many things happened, and he lost everything. He took everything away from him, and in a moment, I received a Facebook message. Hey, Igor, how are you? Fine, my friend. How are you? I am in Chile. What? In Chile? Yeah, where are you? He didn't want to tell me. And we met, because we didn't meet in person previously. We met, and finally I found out that he was living in a room of a friend with his wife, in a room, 3 by 3 meters, with his wife, 20 minutes away from my home, with cancer, because the depression got him cancer. He got cancer, and he died. I could see him a couple times before that, and that was very, very, very sad for me. Really, I will never forget that. His name was Alejandro, and this song is called Collectivist Devil. Very important, the rhythm. The rhythm is from Venezuela, of course. You know, have you heard about merengue? Well, this is a sad song. I could not play a merengue or something like that. So what I'm going to do is a merengue venezolano, which is very different. It's made in 5/8, which is, maybe not necessarily everybody's going to know about music, but the count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? It goes in that cycle. It's very natural. It's in the fields. The people in the fields invented this rhythm, folkloric, and naturally they created the rhythm in 5, which is very strange. It's not very common. It happens in some places. So I hope you like it. Ooh. Okay, let's get happy now. I can't help this song. I mean, every time I play it, I have a problem, an emotional problem. So, is there somebody that knows Jaco Pastorius, who he was here? Yeah. One hand, two hands. One, how you call it? This in English? Okay, so 2 or 3 people, that's not bad. Jaco Pastorius, like, well, in electric guitar, let's say you have Jimi Hendrix, and every instrument has his icon. So in the case of bass, Jaco Pastorius is that icon. He passed away in 1987. He lived short. He lived like 37 years. He was the guy that brought bass from the shadows, always playing, like servicing the song, which is cool, that's what we do. But he brought it on stage with a band. He didn't do what I do. He played with a band, but he was the guy in front, the front band, with the bass. Totally unusual for those. So he's very important for the bass community. He had a lot of addictions, and he had some mental problems that led to his death. And one of the addictions, apart from the drugs, was chicken. And I'm not kidding. So one of his most famous and iconic songs is called The Chicken. So I made a version, self-contained version on the bass. I hope you like it. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty unorthodox version, but well, we love this song, bass players. So let's do something more Brazilian. There's a rhythm in Brazil that's called baião or baião. Have you heard about that? I see one. Somebody always, there's a musician. You're a musician, right? Because you know everything, so that
Wannabe musician, not a musician.
wannabe. Well, I am. All of musicians, we are wannabe musicians. that's the attitude. Sorry?
Bass.
Bass too.
Yes.
Trying to learn.
Yeah. If you go to my social media, I always sign everything I write or say as the bass apprentice, because that's the attitude. I mean, it's like having this sense of you always have to keep studying and improving until you die. So that's the attitude. So you and me both are trying to get better and yeah, me too. So this is a baião. It's a rhythm from Brazil. It's called enigmatic baião. It's coming on my coming album. Sorry, it sounds. That's the pleonasm. So it's some of the songs I played many of them are originals, of course. Some of the previous albums, and some of the coming album, and some are not mine, as you like the Chicken or Blue and Green or all that stuff. That's kind of my repertoire. So this is Enigmatic Baião. By the way, just to share the rhythm, the bass rhythm that when you play in a band, for example, is this. Okay? It's built over that. Are you aware of a very, very, very well-known standard named All the Things You Are? No? It's one of the most famous jazz standards ever, All the Things You Are. So every musician has to learn, sax players or whatever, trumpet players, they have to learn that. So there's a beautiful rhythm in a country, a South American country, Peru, which is a mix of it's called Afro-Peruvian music, which is a mix of African music and the roots from Spain, of course. And the name of this rhythm is festejo. It's a very interesting rhythm, very beautiful. And so it's All the Things You Are. It's not gonna be, it's not gonna be played like that. You have heard a lot of that. So this is All the Things You Are with festejo rhythm from Peru. Thank you very much. This rhythm is so beautiful. It's one of the rhythms, Latin American rhythms I like the most. Very rich, has many nuances. So you get it. You see, it's very rich. So, how am I doing with the timing? Okay. This is a song I composed many years ago in a morning. It was like 6 a.m., something like that, and the melody came to my mind, and I woke up like running, grabbed the phone, recorded the melody, and continued sleeping. You have to do that sometimes because when it's gone, it's gone. So it was a moment where everything was feeling very well, very well. It was these moments when you wake up and, oh, this is gonna be a good day, and a melody, like very simple melody, came to my mind, and that's the song you're gonna hear. Very simple origin. Well, the name is Sunrise at the Little Music Box. Okay. The Little Music Box, it would be my apartment. It's not little, but it's like the space with my wife is our space, our safe space. We love it. We call it the Little Music Box. So it's got a very deep meaning at the end. Thank you, thank you. This following song is even more popular than All the Things You Are. Have you heard about Summertime? Okay. The national anthem of the US. So, well, Summertime is so popular. And there's a beautiful rhythm from Peru as well. It's called Lando, that has the same roots in Africa, black music, and the mix with the Spanish music. It's got a more laid-back feel like the other that was more pushy. So it's Summertime with a Lando rhythm. With a new melody, I did it on purpose. Yeah, sometimes happens. So, very. There's a song that I made for my bass, which, of course, the name of the song is Octavius. And I'll be finishing with this song. I hope you enjoyed something new. We are free to, after I finish, to talk if you want something, whatever. It's like very intimate, this. So here I am for any question, anything you want to find out. I hope you enjoy the moment. I did. By the way, with this song, as I said before, with this gig, I was finishing the US tour, and with this song, I'm really finishing it. So I'm saying bye with this, Octavius. I hope you like it. Thank you very much. I hope you had a good time. It's something very simple, as you can see. Just a guy with something with strings. But music is so beautiful. It's my life, my whole life. I hope you can play an instrument and enjoy. Because I don't know, life without music, it's quite strange to imagine something like that. Everything vibrates, and the biggest sublimation of the concept of vibrations in my book is music. Well, for a painter, maybe it's colors and shapes, but in my book, it's music. So I have a long, long flight back to Chile, as you can imagine. But I will hang around so we can talk. I would love to now chill out. Okay? Thank you.